Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Wherever you're at in the world, welcome to Last Raps Baseball's live commentary, as we are going to be bringing you an exhibition game between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Yomiuri Giants from the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan. It is the second game today of the two-game series, as earlier it was the Chicago Cubs dropping a 3-0 decision to the Hanshin Tigers, also at the Tokyo Dome. This will be the second game of the day at that venue. It is going to be the Dodgers who will play as the road team tonight. The Giants will be the home ball club in their home park. And we're going to give you the starting lineups, first of all, for the visitors from Los Angeles. Leading off and doing the designated hitting is number 17, Shohei Ohtani. Hitting second and playing second base is number 25, Tommy Edman. Hitting third at first base is number 5, Freddie Freeman. And the cleanup spot and playing right field is number 37, Teoscar Hernandez. Batting fifth at third base is number 13, Max Muncy. Hitting sixth and doing the catching is number 16, Will Smith. Batting seventh in left field is number 23, Michael Conforto. Batting eighth at shortstop is number 72, Miguel Rojas. And batting ninth in center field is number 49, Andy Pages. And they are going to be facing arguably the ace now of the Giant staff in Shoshi Togo. Togo, in the exhibition season, he has worked 3 games. He has had 2 starts. He's worked 8 innings, allowed 5 hits, 1 run. Nothing has been earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 7. Well, that's your starting lineup for the visitors from Los Angeles. Now your starting lineup for the Yomiuri Giants. Leading off and in center field tonight is number 8, Yoshihiro Maru. Heading second in left field is number 42, Elier Hernandez. Batting third at second base is number 2, Naoki Yoshikawa. In the cleanup spot and playing first base is number 25, Kaz Okamoto. Batting fifth in right field is number 13, Trey Cabbage. Batting sixth and doing the designated hitting is number 24, Takuzo Oshiro. Hitting seventh at third base is number 40, Arito Nakayama. Batting eighth and doing the catching is number 10, Takuya Kai. And batting ninth and playing shortstop is number 5, Mikado Kadawaki. And they are going to be facing a left-hander from the Dodgers. It's going to be Justin Wroblewski, who takes to the hill. He's got a 2-0 record this spring. He's worked 9 1/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs, all of which have been earned. He has walked 1 and struck out 9. And he is making his 5th appearance of the spring. He does have 2 starts, and he's got an ERA of 1.93. Well, those are your starting lineups. We're going to be back in just a couple of moments. We appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. It is going to be Dodgers and Giants when we return in just a couple of moments. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. First pitch is just around the corner. It is Dodgers and Giants when we return right after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the Dodgers and the Giants when we return here in just a couple moments. You're listening to Last Rouse Baseball and our live English commentary, so we're glad you guys could be here with us today. We already gave the starting lineups for the two clubs here today. A noticeable absence for the Dodgers is Mookie Betts. He is not in the lineup here tonight. And as well as it is a different looking or a different vibe to the Dodger lineup, as it is expected that Tommy Edman will be a regular this year. The had sent down or did not at least make the trip here is Hye-Seong Kim, the Korean second baseman who they had signed in the offseason. So Edman is getting the start at second base. Some of the regulars that we see with Ohtani as the DH, Freddie Freeman at first and Teoscar Hernandez in right. It is Max Muncy at third and Will Smith, some of the regulars, but we get a chance to look at Michael Conforto in a Dodger uniform. Of course, he was with the San Francisco Giants, and prior to that, the New York Mets. Miguel Rojas is getting the nod at shortstop tonight, and Andy Pages is in center field. So this lineup here for the Dodgers, a little different vibe. For the Giants, well, you get a couple of international players in their lineup. Elio Hernandez has had himself a decent spring, as has Trey Cabbage, as Cabbage is making his first, or is in his first year with the ball club for the Yomiuri Giants. And so that is where we have it here. We've got our friend Shotgun Shell in the house tonight. And for those of you who are new to us and haven't been around before, we do like to engage in our chat. So if you've got yourself a stream somewhere, depending on where you're listening in the world, sometimes people sync it up, listen to us, hang out with the rest of the chat, and we can talk it up as we go throughout the game. We'll be back in just a couple of moments as the teams are being introduced, and it'll be not quite the top of the hour first pitch. As we come to expect in the NPB, we are just a couple moments away from the first pitch of the ball game. We'll be right back after this from our friend Matt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city, San Diego, baby. I take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. Shohei Togo is just completing his warm-up tosses as we are about ready to get this one underway. It'll be the top of the order for the Dodgers to come to bat in Shohei Ohtani, Tommy Edman, and Freddie Freeman to get things going here in the top of the first inning at the Tokyo Dome. The cameras are out, the phones are out, and Shohei Ohtani is ready to come out as he will lead off the ball game here to face Togo in this one. For the exhibition season for Ohtani, he is 6 for 18 at the plate. He does have a homer and a couple of runs batted in, as he will bat from the left side here against the hard-throwing right-hander of the Giants, Shohei Togo. If there's somebody to be looking at to come over to Major League Baseball next, Togo would be one of those arms to do so. Another one I really like, although he's getting a little long in the tooth, is the Carps, Sato Morishita. But the NPB is being sucked dry of some of their talent. So here we go. Here comes the first pitch as we are underway as the right-hander kicks and delivers. It's a fastball that misses down and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Ohtani. Ohtani batting from the left side. He keeps his hands rather high at the plate, slightly with an open stance against Togo, as he delivers a fastball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Our friend Jeremy Orr in the house tonight. Welcome as well. Hopefully tonight the speaker issues that we have will be okay. CV in the house as well. There's a fastball that swung on and lifted foul into the seats down the left field line, and the count now is 2 balls, 1 strike to Ohtani. Jeremy asked the question. He says, do you expect it to be a close game tonight? I expect it to be similar to the Cubs-Tigers game earlier today, where it was a 3-0 victory for the Hanshin Tigers. And that is what I would expect. The probably a scoring game of a 5-3 type variety here. Breaking ball that misses up and away, and the count goes to 3-1. Our friend Amaris Ellis in the house, he says, thank you, and he needs this, and we're glad you're here, as is CV Baseball Card Collector. As Togo delivers, there's a fastball swung on and fouled straight back, and that runs the count now full to 3-2 on Otane. I was caught a little bit of the game earlier between the Cubs and the Tigers. Didn't catch the whole thing, but they're talking about the different pitchers that the Tigers were able to run out as the fastball is delivered, and it just misses off the outside corner, and Otani begins the game with a leadoff walk here for the Dodgers. So he is aboard here, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Tommy Edman. So Amaris Ellis says, do you think the Dodgers will cover the line -4.5? I think that's pretty ambitious if that is the line. I haven't really looked at the lines in the exhibition season. It's sometimes there's just such a wide variety of different pieces. You don't know how the bullpens are going to be used. In the first game, the Chicago Cubs pretty much made it a bullpen day as they threw a number of pitchers out today. There was a first pitch breaking ball that misses way outside to Edman, and the count is 1-0. On the exhibition season, Edman's got himself 3 homers and 6 runs batted in as he bats here against the right-hander Togo. He swings at a fastball and lifts this one foul into the seats, and the count goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. So back to the original question. Do I think that they will cover that 4.5? That's a pretty ambitious score line to have to be able to cover. 9 for 33 is what Edman is at the plate in the exhibition season, hitting .273 as he takes a breaking ball outside, and the count now goes to 2-1. Certainly the people of interest, and usually, especially early in the season, a lot of folks like to put their money down on the first 5 innings, especially if it's a regular starter. As that ball swung on and chopped foul over on the first base side, the count's 2-2, and so I'm not sure what they're going to lean on with the starter Robleski tonight, how far he is going to go, if he's only going to be a couple innings or not. And so in saying that, that changes the dynamic. Shogo delivers on a slide step, and that's a fastball swung on. It's lifted down the left field line, and it's going to reach the seats just over the netting, and that's going to keep the count at 2-2 to Edman. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we do like to give the NPB calls in English throughout the season, and it is less than 2 weeks away now till the first ball game. As the pitch is on the way, it's another fastball swung on and lifted foul. It's going to reach the seats over on the third base side. The count remains at 2-2 to Edman. We haven't picked out who we're going to call yet. We'd probably like to stay with the entire series, usually on the opening weekend. The first game, all the games on the opening night will be on Friday, and they will be at 2 a.m. Pacific or 5 a.m. Eastern if you're in North America. Fastball swung on, grounded, fouled. Nice play there by the first base coach to make a barehanded play, and the count now is going to still remain at 2-2 to Edman. Amara says, if anybody can cover the line, it's the Dodgers. Yeah, there's a lot of firepower in the Dodger lineup, that's for certain. And they can put runs up in a hurry, especially in the Tokyo Dome. It's a hitter-friendly park. There's a fastball swung on, chopped over to first, fielded by Okamoto. He goes to second for 1. Back to first. It's in time for a double play. That's going to go into the books as a double play of the 3-6. And I missed to see if Okamoto got back for the 3 delivery or if it was indeed the pitcher covering. So I'll have to get that one cleaned up here as we are just still in our exhibition mode as well. So Otani erased for the first out of the inning on the double play. Edman on the backside, and that's going to bring Freddie Freeman to the plate. And Freeman waiting here on the offering from Togo as Togo rocks into the motion and delivers. Breaking ball that misses outside. The count is 1-0 to Freeman. Freeman is 7 for 25 in the exhibition season with 3 homers and 6 runs driven in. As Togo rocks himself into the windup, he kicks and fires. There's a breaking ball swung on, tapped softly over to second, fielded neatly by the second baseman, Yoshikawa, who throws to first. And that is going to do it here as Freddie Freeman's in the books on a ground out, 4-3 for out number 3. Well, the Dodgers, they go unconventionally in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We are through a half inning. It is the Dodgers no score and the Giants coming to bat. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. We appreciate you guys for hanging in. We got some of our new stuff to unveil through the night tonight. Hope you guys like listening in with us here. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're skipping to the bottom of the first inning, and one of the things that we got to get used to is the timing here of this game. It is Wroblewski who is completing his warm-up tosses, and we're ready to get this one underway. As usually in the Japanese League, it's not much more than a minute in between innings. Major League Baseball, it is a little bit longer because of the commercials, and this one here, the mixture of these two teams will flip a coin. I'm not sure which one it will be. Well, it'd be Maru, Hernandez, and Yoshikawa to come to bat here for the Giants in their half of inning number 1. As Maru is 4 for 19 in the exhibition season, batting from the left side against the lefty who kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is quickly 0-1 to Maru. I was telling a story the other night that Maru, when I saw him last year against the Swallows, there was a fastball that misses inside, and the count is 1-1. For those of you who maybe not be familiar or have not seen in the Japanese League, they do a couple of ceremonial first pitches before the ball game. As the lefty kicks and fires, it's a slow breaking ball that goes all the way to the backstop. The count now goes to 2-1 on Maru. And so they were playing at the Swallows, and the way it works is that unlike in North America when the first pitch is being thrown, in Japan, the batter actually comes to the plate, and the mascot usually goes in and acts as the umpire behind the catcher. So Maru came up to the plate to stand in, and whoever the guest was to throw out the first pitch threw an absolute bullet to the plate. It had to be mid-upper 80s, and it came up and in on Maru. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count goes to 2-2, and Maru came walking back to the third base dugout with not exactly the most pleasant look on his face. I thought that was kind of interesting, kind of funny. But, I mean, obviously you're ready to play a game, and you got somebody on the mound who hasn't thrown a pitch and gets up there and throws an absolute seed. There's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count goes to 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Maru. Lefty rocking into the motion and delivering. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 3-2. Our friend at Maris, Ellis, was saying that he thinks it's going to be 9-2 to the Dodgers. And some of the other fellas are saying that they figure that it could be a spread here. The one point that one of the folks made earlier is that a lot of these players have not seen some of the pitchers. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left field. Moving back and making the catch in an awkward manner was Michael Conforto, but that is going to retire Maru for the first out of the inning. So Maru's in the books for the first out, and that is going to bring up the left fielder, Elier Hernandez. So the advantage would go to the pitchers because this is, a one-game series. You're only going to see somebody one time. And for some of the pitchers, especially in that earlier game of the Hanshin Tigers, you only get to see them one time when you come to the plate. And that would be it. And that makes it really, really difficult. The advantage goes to the pitchers. Fastball swung on and fouled away by Hernandez. The count is 0-1. Hernandez is 6 for 24 in the exhibition season. He's got a couple of homers and 3 RBIs. As the lefty kicks into levers, there's a breaking ball waved at and missed, and now the count goes to 0-2 on Elier Hernandez. Wroblewski ready to go again as he rocks himself into the windup. He kicks and fires. There's a breaking ball that catches the outside corner for a called third strike. Hernandez stood there like the house by the side of the road. He watched it go by, and he's in the books for out number 2. And that is going to leave it all up to the second baseman, Naoki Yoshikawa. Defensively tonight for the Dodgers from left to right field, it's Conforto in left. The center fielder is Pages, and in right field, it is Hernandez. Around the horn from first to third, Freddie Freeman is at first, Tommy Edman at second, the shortstop Miguel Rojas with the third baseman Max Muncy. As that first pitch misses up and in, and it's ball 1 to Yoshikawa. The battery is of Wroblewski and Smith as that fastball misses up and in again, and the count goes to 2-0. Yoshikawa has enjoyed a pretty hot exhibition season. He's 9 for 20 with a homer and 4 runs batted in. As the lefty delivers, there's a fastball swung on. This is popped up. It's in foul territory, and it's playable. Moving over underneath it is the third baseman, Muncy, and he has to leap a little bit backwards to make the catch, and Yoshikawa's in the books. So much like the Dodgers, the Giants go in order here in their first inning. They send 3 hitters to the plate, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. We are through 1 complete. Your score is the Dodgers nothing and the Giants nothing. Hang with us, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action on the Last Rouse Baseball YouTube channel. We appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be the heart of the batting order to come to bat for the Dodgers here in inning number 2. And that means Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, and Will Smith will come to bat here to face Shosi Togo here for his second inning of work. A couple questions came up in the chat. Our friend Jeremy Orr asks, he says, will Ohtani pitch again this year? The last I heard on Ohtani was that he is going to be, I believe, shut down until May. And they'll get him back up and throwing again. But that was the last I heard, or at least they were thinking about doing that. I'm not exactly sure where they're at with him at this point. But the expectation is that he is probably going to pitch at some point. Now the question comes in is, will they use him as a starter, or do you think that it might be better served that they bring him out of the pen for an inning or 2 at a time? And those are the discussions that have been kicked around here. So here comes the first pitch from Togo. It's a fastball that catches the outside corner, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Teoscar. Hernandez 9 for 31 in the exhibition season with a homer and a couple RBIs. Batting from the right side. It looks like it's a more trim version of Hernandez, as the pitch is a fastball swung on and lifted foul over on the first base side of home plate. Now he finds himself in the hole at 0-2. Got to see Hernandez quite a bit when he was both with the Blue Jays and the Mariners organizations, and looks like he has trimmed down a little bit, at least from his Seattle days. Seattle looked like he put on a little bit of beef, as there's a split finger pitch that misses down, and the count is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another thing is we were talking about earlier about this game possibly being out of hand. You got Togo on the mound, who's not a piker. He is a legitimate number one arm. As there is a split finger pitch, it misses down. It's 2-2. So in the first game, Hanshin Tigers let their starter go for 5 innings. And if I'm not mistaken, it was perfect through 5, and they had a no-hitter into the 6th, as they were no-hitting the Cubs. And so obviously with Togo on the mound here, as there's a breaking ball swung on, it has popped up into left field. Coming over underneath it, and there to make the catch is Hernandez, and that is going to put the other Hernandez out for out number 1. So a Hernandez play all the way around as Teoscar flies out to Elliott. So 1 in the books. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Max Muncy. Muncy 4 for 20 in the exhibition season with a homer and 6 RBIs. He gets the nod tonight at third base, batting from the left side. I have to say, I've always enjoyed watching Max Muncy take his swings at the plate as he swings and fouls that first pitch away. He is a tough at bat, a professional hitter. I'd like to see his batting average increase a little bit more, but he really has good plate discipline. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, there's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-1. Maris says from his research, he should be a regular in the rotation. I assume you're still talking about Ohtani. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. There was some talk just about how much usage they were going to have with him. There's a split finger pitch, misses down and away, and the count goes to 2-1 on Muncy. So 2 balls and 1 strike. I would think toward the back half of the season, they would ramp him up more. You don't really need him in April, May, and June as much as you're going to need him in July, August, and September. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats, and the count is 2-2 to Muncy. It's a nice luxury to have when you're the Dodgers. You've got Sasaki as well as Yamamoto, and then the offseason signing of Blake Snell to go with Tyler Glasnow. Just an abundance of riches of arms on that Dodgers staff. There's a fastball that just misses inside. The count is 3-2. Defensively tonight for the Giants, from left to right field, it's Elliott Hernandez in left. The center fielder is Yoshihiro Maru with Trey Cabbage as the right fielder. Around the horn from first to third, Okamoto is at first. The second baseman is Yoshikawa. The shortstop Kadawaki, and the third baseman of Nakayama, as that ball is swung on and lifted into left field. Busy night already here for Elliott Hernandez as he camps out underneath it and makes the grab, and that is going to retire Muncy for the second out of the inning, both way of Elliott Hernandez. That is going to bring up the catcher, Will Smith. And of course, to finish off the Giants' defense, the battery is of Togo and Takuya Kai. So that is where it stands. Like the uniforms tonight that are being featured by the Giants, it's the gray uniforms with Tokyo across the front. There's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. The count is quickly 0-1 to Will Smith. Smith 3 for 16 in the exhibition season with a homer and 1 run driven in. Waits here on the offering from Togo, and it's a breaking ball that misses down. Count is 1-1. Jeremy says, are there more games after this in the series? Tomorrow they flip-flop. Tomorrow we'll be on the airwaves again. Same time tomorrow night. It'll be Dodgers against it's going to be the Dodgers against the Hanshin Tigers, I do believe, tomorrow. Or it is going to be the Cubs and the Giants tomorrow night. I think the Cubs and the Giants are the featured game, as that ball is grounded foul and the count goes even. I got even at 1-1 here to Will Smith. Togo ready to go again as he rocks himself into the delivery, kicks and fires. Fastball misses down and away. It looks like it's 2-2 here. The scoreboard is a little bit behind, as we were on that one as well. So 2-2 here as Togo rocks into the delivery. Fastball swung on. It is lifted this time into right field. So the outfielders have been busy here in this one, moving over to his left and making the catch is Cabbage. And Smith has gone in order here as well. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board, as the Dodgers have seen 6 hitters come to bat and 6 hitters go down, although there was the walk to Ohtani to lead off the ball game. But he was raced in the double play. Your score after 1.5, it is the Giants nothing and the Dodgers nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with the bottom of the second inning when we return after this. We appreciate you guys for listening in on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after these.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the second inning here. Coming up will be the heart of the batting order in Kaz Okamoto, Trey Cabbage, and Takuzo Oshiro, as they are going to be facing, or slated to be facing, the lefty as well, but we're going to have to wait and see if it is going to be a change on the mound here. Nope, Robleski is still coming back out. 13 pitches for the left-hander in the first inning of work. So he is going to be facing Okamoto, Cabbage, and Oshiro here. And the first pitch from the lefty as he kicks and delivers, it's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into right field and moving in and over toward the foul line and making the catch on the run is Teoscar Hernandez. So with one pitch, there's one out here in the second inning, as Okamoto is gone for out number one, and that's going to bring up the right fielder, Trey Cabbage. I have to tell you, I kind of like the way Cabbage looks at the plate here. Cabbage, we saw him the other night in the exhibition game, at least until we had some technical difficulties with the Fukuoka Ball Club. As he swings at a fastball, lifts that one foul down the left field line, and the count is 1-1. Cabbage, in a lot of ways, getting an opportunity to be able to play. He was originally with the Angels organization. There's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count is 1-1. Then he was flipped to the Astros. And then he ended up with the Pirates as he was claimed off waivers, as there is a breaking ball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line, and the count goes to 1-2. But he looks the part. When you look at Cabbage, he really fills out the uniform well. He's a big, strong fella, and he's not that old. He is on the right side of 30, so to speak, 27. If he can put up some numbers in the NPB, it might give him an opportunity to bounce back to Major League Baseball. As that fastball misses upstairs, count goes to 2-2. Sometimes we rely on the scoreboard, and unfortunately, we don't always get a chance to see what the scoreboard has to offer. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. The count's 2-2. Jeremy Orr says, I think it's a great idea to have these games. And as we said, tomorrow night, the teams will flip. I think it's the Tigers and the Dodgers early, and I think it's the Cubs and the Giants late. So there's a breaking ball that is waved at and missed, and that is going to retire Cabbage. He's out for the second out of the inning. Our friend God is Great is in the house. He says, I'm watching the game. Yeah, it's awesome. I wonder what station in Japan are they putting this one on? Tonight they're Titus. When you get a chance, if you're ever in the Japan at the Baseball Hall of Fame and you walk around, they have all the ticket stubs from previous series. As that fastball swung on and missed, the count is 0-1 to Oshiro. As the lefty holds to the set position, here comes the pitch. And Robleski delivers. It's a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count goes to 0-2. They have ticket stubs from years gone by, and I remember taking some of those pictures and just taking a look, and the Big Red Machine was over in Japan for a tour, and The New York Mets, different ones. There's a breaking ball that misses outside. The count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Oshiro. So kind of fascinating to see over the years the number of American teams that have made their way over to Japan. There's a breaking ball swung on and grounded foul over down the first base line, and the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Oshiro. And I do like the idea as well. Really enjoy the idea with the Dodgers and the Giants coming over to play, and certainly hopefully do it again next year. There's a fastball swung on. This is lifted down the left field line. It is slicing, and it is going to slice into the seats foul, and that keeps the count at 1-2 to Oshiro. So back up earlier when we were talking about the score of the game and the 4.5 spread, I think that's a rather ambitious scoreline. I know the starter for the Giants tomorrow against the Cubs is going to be Masahiro Tanaka, as that fastball misses upstairs and the count goes to 2-2. The former New York Yankee will get the nod in that one. First year that he's playing with the Yomiuri Giants. As the left-hander kicks and delivers, there's a breaking ball swung on and missed. It is stopped by Smith. He kind of half-heartedly chases Oshiro up the line. He throws to first. That's going to go down as a strikeout, 2-3 on the putout. And that is going to do it here for Oshiro in the second inning. And the Giants go in order again. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left aboard. We're now through 2 complete. Your score is the Dodgers nothing and the Giants nothing. Stick around, everybody. Top of the third is just around the corner. We're glad you guys can jump in here with us tonight and to listen with our call on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters to come to bat here for the Dodgers in their half inning. That means Michael Conforto, Miguel Rojas, and Andy Pages to face the right-hander Shoshi Togo. A little strange seeing Conforto in the Dodger blue. Both he and Blake Snell were in the San Francisco Giant colors last year. And there has been, obviously, over the course of time, there have been players that have played for both franchises, the Dodgers and the Giants. But this one is looking a little bit strange, seeing a couple of Giants that have moved south in California to play. There's a first pitch fastball delivered. This ball is swung on. This ball is driven into deep right field. It's going to be trouble, and this ball is going to be gone. A home run for Conforto, and that got out in an absolute hurry as Togo's fastball was turned around quickly. And Conforto is going to give the Dodgers an early 1-0 lead here in the top of inning number 3. So a round of applause here for the visitors from LA, as Conforto has hit himself a solo shot, and that is going to bring up the shortstop in Miguel Rojas. The other saving grace, at least for scoring, you would think in this particular game where you could say that scoring could be quite high, is that the balls can leave the yard in a hurry in the Tokyo Dome. It is a hitter-friendly park. It is small confines. As the first pitch on the way, it is a split-finger pitch that is swung at for a strike. The count is 0-1 to Rojas. So no balls and 1 strike. One thing I didn't look at tonight were the umpires for tonight's game, as the pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. The count now goes to 0-2 on Rojas. The behind the plate tonight, it's Lance Barrett from Major League Baseball. It is Kyohei Makita who is working at first base. Bill Miller is the second base umpire. And Takayuki Ichikawa is working the rocking chair position at third as that fastball misses outside and the count goes to 1-2 on Rojas. Glad to see that they are using a mix of Major League umpires as well as Japanese umpires for this one, as that fastball is swung on and lifted into the seats, foul down the right field line. Count remains at 1-2. I know a fellow who is the supervisor for Baseball Canada a number of years ago, and he was overdoing a game in Taiwan, or doing a series in Taiwan, and he was telling us the story about how there's a breaking ball that comes inside and has hit Rojas. It's like it got Rojas in the tricep area there, as that's if you're going to get hit by a pitch from Togo, that's the one you want to get hit by. You never want to get hit by a pitch, but certainly if there is one there, you don't want to get hit by a heater in the tricep. So he's going to make his way to first base as Rojas is aboard by the hit by pitch, and that is going to bring up the center fielder, Andy Pages. Well, for Pages, he's 6 for 28 in the exhibition season with a homer and 4 runs batted in. As he strides to the plate here, Dodgers have one on the board with the leadoff inning home run by Michael Conforto. Miguel Rojas aboard with a hit by pitch and Pages at the plate. So Togo works himself into the set position. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, golfed into left center field. This ball could be trouble as it's going to get down. It's going to get up the gap all the way to the wall. And going into left center field to get it is Maru. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's not going to be in time. Scoring all the way from first base is going to be Rojas on the double by Pages. And the Dodgers have doubled their lead here to 2-0 in the top of the third inning with nobody out. And that's going to bring up the top of the order in Shohei Ohtani. So back to Jeremy Orr's earlier comment, I hope this game's a close game. I hope it will be too. There's nothing worse than having the game run spread early on, and then you're having to tell stories and talk about a lot of things other than the game. That sometimes makes it as much interesting as anything else. So here's Ohtani to the plate, who walked his first time up. As the right-hander Togo holds to the set, he checks the runner at second. And here comes the pitch. It's a slow breaking ball swung on. This ball is belted into deep right field, and this ball is going to be on its way, and this one's going to be gone. A home run about 10 rows into the stands as Shohei Ohtani has just delivered another blow here for the Dodgers and doubled their lead again. It is now 4-0 for the Dodgers on a 2-run shot by Shohei Ohtani here in the top of the third inning. And Amaris says the spread told the whole story. Yeah, there you go. I hate to say it, but sometimes the bookies are not necessarily wrong. They're in the business for the business of making money. And so a 4 spot here with nobody out, and that is going to bring up the second baseman, Tommy Edman. And for Edman today, he is 0 for 1. He grounded into a double play his first time up, and the first pitch is a fastball that misses down and in for a ball, and the count's 1-0. One of the other things, too, is that when you sometimes see teams, they score in bunches and then they go quiet. It sometimes drives me insane as well watching that. It drives me crazy as a manager as that breaking ball drops in for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Edman. Togo rocking into the windup as he kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on. A good inside-out swing here by Edman, and that's going to get down into left field. Hernandez fields it on the bounce as it was slicing away to the line. And Edman's got himself aboard with a single here, and that is 5 batters in a row have reached base for the Dodgers. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. So a 4-run uprising here, and the Dodgers looking for more blood in the third inning. I just took a look at that replay of the Ohtani home run, and it was just an effortless swing. It was pretty easy. In fact, it didn't even look like he got all of it. It looked like he kind of was his body wasn't in sequence. He didn't stay connected. He still was able to put it in the seats. There's a split finger pitch swung on and missed by Freddie Freeman. Count is 0-1. Just goes to show you the strength of Ohtani, the physical strength that he has, and still can muscle it into the seats. There's a breaking ball missing outside, and the count goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Maris says 4.5 is an atypical spread in baseball. Yeah, well, when you think about Major League Baseball, they score more runs per 9 than the Japanese league do. As that fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. Count is 1-2. As I said, the Cubs were starved for hits today. Earlier on when we were talking about that one, I think they ended with 3 hits. I know the final was 3-0, but I believe 3 hits, and all the hits came after the 6th inning and onward. I think it was Miguel Amaya had broke up the no-hitter or the perfect game. As the 1-2 pitch ready to come here from Togo as he kicks and fires. There's a fastball under the hands that swung on and missed. And that is going to retire Freddie Freeman. He goes down on strikes. He's gone for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Well, for Hernandez, he is 0-for-1 tonight. He flew out to left field his first time up, as he bats here with Tommy Edman at first and 1 away in the top of the 3rd inning. And there goes the runner down to second. It's a fastball that's missed out, that's swung on and missed. Throw down to second is in time, and Takuya Kai, he is what the Giants brought him in for. He's a defensive specialist, as he was able to gun down the runner trying to steal second base. Throw was right on the money. Edman was out by about a good step if he was running. Nice play there by Kai. So caught stealing. 2-6 in the books on that one. And then the last pitch to Hernandez was swung on and fouled away. Count is 1-1. Hernandez gave his bat a little bit of a kiss there. Looking like a Yasiel Puig moment when he used to lick his bat. There is a breaking ball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left field. This ball could be trouble. And this ball is going to be gone. A home run for Teoscar Hernandez. And the batting practice continues here in the 3rd inning for the Los Angeles Dodgers, as that'll be the 3rd home run of the inning allowed by Togo. So Conforto, Ohtani, and Hernandez have all turned balls around here in this one, and that has increased the lead to 5-0 on the solo shot here by Hernandez. So absolutely obliterated that one. Teoscar sent that one deep. That is his 2nd home run of the spring. And that brings Max Muncy to the plate, who is 0-for-1 tonight. And the first pitch to Muncy is a fastball swung on. It is lifted foul down the left field line, and the count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. This is the 8th hitter to come to bat the inning for the Dodgers with a 5-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd. As Togo kicks and delivers, there is a fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. The count goes to 0-2. So maybe we have Amaris the Prophet in our midst here tonight, as he had stated that it was the 4.5 spread, and this now here maybe showing correctly, as that pitch is a fastball that misses down, and the count's 1-2 to Muncy. Again, Togo working quickly, goes into the motion and delivers. There is a breaking ball that misses down, and the count goes to 2-2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also kind of curious to see how the Dodgers are going to use their staff here tonight. As we mentioned, the Cubs did a bullpen day today through a number of different arms, as there is a breaking ball taken for a called 3rd strike, and Muncy's in the books. He goes down looking for out number 3, but there's been damage in the inning, and lots of it, as there were 5 runs in the inning on the benefit of 5 hits. There was no errors, and there was nobody left aboard. your scores. We move to the bottom of the third inning. It is the Los Angeles Dodgers 5 and the Yomiuri Giants, no score. We'll be back in just a couple moments. We appreciate you guys for hanging in with us tonight. We'll update our ticker. We'll come on back and carry on in just a few. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of the third inning, and it'll be the bottom third of the batting order to come to the bat for the Giants. That means Arito Nakayama, Takuya Kai, and Makadu Katawaki to come to bat here, as we're just waiting to see if it is still going to be the same arm here for the Dodgers. But it looks like it is going to be a reliever coming into the ball game. It is going to be Ben Kasparius, who is taking over here, a right-hander. So as we were saying before, this is where the relievers are going to come into play here, as the first pitch is taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-2. So there's two quick strikes here to Nakayama, as we were a little late getting back into the saddle. There's a split-finger pitch swung on and chopped foul over on the first base side, and the count remains at 0-2. Nakayama is 10 for 29 in the exhibition season, no homers and 3 RBIs. He seems to be locking down the third base position. Okamoto moving over to first base, maybe a permanent move. As that fastball misses upstairs, they appeal down to the third base umpire, but they say that Nakayama didn't go, and the count remains at 1-2. So I would expect a pitching parade here from this point on, and then at this point, then you don't know what you're going to get from the Dodger bullpen the rest of the way. There's a fastball at 99 that misses off the outside corner, and the count now is 2-2 to Nakayama. So 2 balls and 2 strikes as the right-hander Kasparius ready to go again. Rocks himself into the windup, and he kicks and delivers. There is a fastball swung on. It has broken the bat of Nakayama, but it's going to get over the head of the first baseman Okamoto, and down the line it goes, and that is going to be a double here for Nakayama to lead off the third inning. So a broken bat, double down the first base line has a runner aboard. And that is going to bring up the catcher, Takuya Kai. Well, we'll see if the Giants, or how they're going to use Takuya Kai. Takuya Kai offensively has been what I would call anemic over the last number of years, but very good defensive catcher. He does bunt a lot, and I wonder, even if you're down 5-0, if they would consider bunting Kai here to move the runner over to third and then getting different ways in which to score him. We'll see how the manager, Abe, decides to utilize him. And the first pitch is a fastball that misses down. Count is 1-0 to Kai. Kai had played his entire career with the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, integral part of the championships runs that they had. As he waits here on the offering from the right-hander, who kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on. It is pop foul. Reaches the seats over on the first base side of home plate. Kai, not a big guy. He stands only at 5'7", but plays with a lot of heart, a lot of zip. We mentioned last year in our stream the other night that late in the game, or late in the Japan series last year, he ended up getting benched, As there's a breaking ball waved at and missed. The count goes to 1-2. And, you don't know some things. They had a managerial change last year in Fukuoka, and you wonder sometimes if the players and the new managers always see eye to eye. There's a breaking ball swung on. It's fouled right into the feet of Will Smith. And when he had the domestic free agency that came up, he was one of the leaders of the Hawks, and he exercised his right. He went to the Yomiuri Giants. And you often have to wonder sometimes if that is because of some things behind the scenes with the management. There's a breaking ball waved at and missed. Takuya Kai goes in the books. He's out for the first out of the inning. And that is going to bring up the shortstop, Mikado Katawaki. Well, for Katawaki, he is 7 for 28. He's got no homers and a couple RBIs. And all you can do when we talk about some of that stuff is speculate. You through some of the media sources and outlets, different things, you don't necessarily always get that vibe. There's a first pitch breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Katawaki. So no balls and 1 strike. Kasparias working himself to the set. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on. This is popped up over on the first base side. It's playable. It's in foul territory. Freddie Freeman underneath it, there to make the catch, and that is going to retire Katawaki for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone here, and that's going to bring up the top of the order in Yoshihiro Maru. Well, for Maru, he is 0 for 1 tonight. He flew up to left field his first time up. As he comes to the plate here to face Kasparias for the first time. Right-handers settling in. Only 13 pitches in the inning this far. Delivers a first pitch fastball at 93 upstairs for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Maru has nestled into center field quite nicely for the Giants. Was originally a Giant and then went to the Hiroshima Carp and then had come back to the Giants. There's a fastball that misses inside. Count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. As a reminder, we will be back on for the late night game tomorrow night. So if you are in the neighborhood, don't forget to bookmark the channel and come on back and join us again. As the pitch is on the way, there's a fastball swung on, grounded softly over to first, fielded by Freeman. Underhand flips it to the pitcher covering, and that is going to do it as Morrow is going to be retired. It's going to go down in the books as a ground out, 3-1 for the third out of the inning. Well, they got their first hit, did the Giants, in this one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left aboard. We're now a third of the way complete in this one. Your score is the Dodgers 5 and the Giants no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging in with us on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just a few.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. That's right, everybody. We know baseball, and it is going to be the top of the 4th inning. It is going to be Will Smith, Michael Conforto, and Miguel Rojas to come to bat here for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 4. It was Soshi Togo who had went the first 3 innings, and he is going to carry on here tonight. 55 pitches so far for the right-hander. We were speculating in the last inning that maybe his day would be done Major League Baseball, we might see that, but I do believe they want to try to stretch him out. I think probably 80 to 85 pitches would be in the works. He probably gets the first 5 innings of this one before they start going into their bullpen, as they are in their exhibition season as well, a couple of weeks away till the opener of the NPB. And the first pitch, a fastball that is delivered to Will Smith, taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Smith. Right-hander Togo kicks and fires. There's a fastball that is swung on and lifted into the seats, foul down the right field line or first base line into the seats, and the count now is no balls and 2 strikes to Smith. For those of you waking up on the East Coast, we welcome you into the stream today, as there's a split figure pitch swung on. It has popped up right in front of home plate. Takuya Kai, with plenty of room, makes the catch in fair territory as he is looking up at the top of the dome there, and that is going to retire Smith for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone, and that is going to bring up Michael Conforto to the plate. Well, for Conforto, he opened up the scoring in the last half inning with a solo shot, as he is absolutely hit a laser beam out to right center field. So Conforto, the second home run of the spring, waits on the offering here from Togo as he takes a fastball for a called strike. The count is 0-1. I often wonder how it is for these teams. They're going to open up the regular season next week, which is about 10 days before everybody else will get their first games in. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away. Count is 0-2. So you play a couple of regular season games, and then you got to go back to North America and finish out your exhibition schedule. Very interesting to see how you would manage something like that. As the 0-2 is on the way, it's a fastball that misses up and away, and the count is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Not an easy thing to manage, I would say, is you're trying to keep guys healthy. You're trying to keep your pitchers moving. They do have a larger travel roster for this series, as that ball is a breaking ball that misses down, and the count's 2-2 to Conforto. I forget the number. I think they had a 35-player travel roster, if I remember correctly, is what I read. There's a ball that's tapped foul over on the first base side, and the count is 2-2. There's nothing worse if you had 26 players on your roster and you took the guys, and all of a sudden a couple guys go down lame after the first game, starting to shorten your bench a bit. So hence why they've got the extra 9 players. I would assume it's going to be 26 on the game sheet. Fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 2s to Conforto. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. I don't know all the ins and outs of some of the or nuances of the particular rules. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. It is a fastball that misses down, and the count now 3-2 to Conforto. For those of you who also are just joining us for the first time, we have been doing some podcasts. So for the NPB season, we've got 5 under the belt. We're going to put another one out a little later today, as there is a split figure pitch swung on and missed, and Conforto's in the books. He's gone for out number 2. So 2 gone here, and that's going to leave it up to the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. So if you're interested in wanting to keep up to date on the Japanese baseball, be sure to check that out. We'd love for you guys to stick around and join us again during the season, which, as we said, starts 2 weeks from yesterday. Togo ready to go again. He rocks into the windup and delivers. There's a first pitch breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Rojas was hit by a pitch his last time, or his first time up, and he came around to score on the RBI double off the bat of Andy Pajes. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, it's a fastball swung on and lifted foul down the right field line. Count now goes to 0-2 on Rojas. So no balls and 2 strikes. So Pamias 1991 says, anyone know where I can watch this? Well, you can listen to us here, but if you're looking to watch it, I'm not sure what country you're in. There's a fastball that swung on. This ball is lifted into shallow left field, coming in and sliding and unable to make the catches. Elier Hernandez It squirts by him, and racing into second with a double is going to be Rojas, as he's got himself a double, and that'll bring up Andy Pages to the plate. So Hernandez unable to make the catch, and then the ball squirted through him. So I'm not sure where our friend Pamias 1991 is located. If you're in North America, you can pick it up pretty much off of the MLB app. In Japan, I know our friend Titus, who was in here earlier, as that ball had got between the body and the glove of the fielder and ended up squirting away. Pretty sure they'll rule that as a double. That's exactly what they did rule it as. There's a split finger pitch, misses down and away to Pages. But it's far more interesting when we do have the good chat going on here. And at times we've had some vibrance in the chat as people were chittering away a little bit. Certainly Togo wants to take care of Pages here as Ohtani waits on deck. There's a split finger pitch that misses down. It's now 2-0 to Pages. Every time Ohtani steps up to the plate, he is in scoring position. And he is in a situation where he could provide a lot of damage. 2 balls, no strikes it is. Togo kicks and delivers. There's a split finger pitch, swung on and missed. 2-1 now to Pages. Yeah, to you says, let's go Hanshin Tigers. Yeah, our friend, yeah, to you in the house here. We're glad you could make it in. A resident Tiger fan. The Tigers put on quite the display today, knocking off the Cubs. It got some great pitching. There's a ball that is grounded foul down the left field line, and the count is now 2-2 on Pages. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dodgers got all the runs in the 3rd inning, a 5-run uprising with 3 home runs with the bats of Conforto, Ohtani, and Teoscar Hernandez. Here comes the 2-2 pitch as the right-hander Togo works set. Checks the runner at second, now delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. That was at 91 miles an hour, and that is going to retire Pages on strikes for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, the Dodgers strand a runner. They had no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left aboard. We're now moving to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your score is LA 5, Yomiuri, no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you guys for checking in with us tonight on the Last Drops Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this. We'll be back in just a couple moments. We appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight on the Last Rouse Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be a pitching parade we would expect from here on out. It's going to be Anthony Banda coming on in relief here for the Dodgers, as he will be the 3rd pitcher used. Banda, no wins and 1 loss in the spring. He's worked 5 games, pitched 4 2/3 innings. He has struck out 7, and he's got himself a fluffed-up ERA at 5.79. So Anthony Banda, the Corpus Christi native, is going to be on here in relief, pitcher number 3. Used tonight by the Dodgers. So Banda ready to go to work here. And who's he going to face? Well, he's got the top of the order. It's going to be Maru, Hernandez, and Yoshikawa. check that. It's Hernandez, Yoshikawa, and Okamoto, as Maru made the last out of the last half inning. Hernandez 0 for 1 tonight, struck out looking his first time up as he stands in here on the right side, ready to face Hernandez. And the first pitch on the way is a fastball that catches the outside corner, and the count quickly goes to 0-1 on Elier Hernandez. So no balls and 1 strike. The lefty works himself into the set. Now he kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count now goes to 0-2. Balls and 2 strikes to Elier. Hernandez tried to make that play in the last half inning. There was no damage as Rojas was able to reach on the double, but he couldn't make the sliding catch. There's a breaking ball swung on and missed. And Hernandez has been made quick work of by Banda as he goes down on strikes for the first out of the innings. So 1 up and 1 away. Bring up the second baseman, Aoki Yoshikawa. Well, for Yoshikawa, he is 0 for 1 tonight. He popped to the third his first time up. As we said, he has enjoyed a pretty good spring, 9 for 21 in exhibition play. As the lefty Banda kicks and delivers, there's a fastball swung on and fouled off the glove of the catcher, Smith. No balls and 1 strike to Yoshikawa. Bottom of the 4th inning, it is a 5-0 Dodger lead over the Giants. And for those of you who are waking up and you see that score, it's the Yomiuri Giants, not the San Francisco Giants, as that breaking ball is waved at and missed. Count is now 0-2. I have to say, really impressed with Banda here. He's got a lot of movement with his arms and his legs, as there is a fastball swung on it, is lifted down the left field line, giving chase as that ball is slicing, and it's just going to slice foul past Michael Conforto into foul territory, and it's going to keep the count at 0-2. Banda's got a lot of legs and arms moving. But he has been very effective so far here in this one. He has thrown 6 pitches, and they've all been for strikes. Very important when you bring somebody out of the bullpen, you got to have strike throwers. So no balls, 2 strikes to Yoshikawa. Kaz Okamoto waiting his turn on deck as the lefty Banda holds to the set. And now he kicks and fires. It's a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. As we mentioned, we'll be back on the airwaves again tomorrow for the same time frame, and I believe that's going to be Cubs and Giants, as that ball is grounded softly over to second, fielded neatly by Edman. Throws to first, and that is going to retire Yoshikawa to ground out 4-3. So 2 up and 2 gone here in the 4th inning, and that's going to leave it all up to the first baseman, Kaz Okamoto. So if you got nothing else to do tomorrow night, come on in and join us again, and we'll listen to the tones, although it won't be the Dodgers, it'll be the Cubs late night. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left field. But it looks like that Okamoto couldn't quite get enough of it in front of the warning track and making the catch is Pajes. And that is going to do it. Okamoto's gone for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is going to do it here as they go quietly in inning number 4. Do the Giants. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We are now moving to the top of the 5th inning. Your score is the Dodgers 5 and the Giants no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Here are the sights and sounds of the NPB. We'll be back after this. cruising to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Hang tight, everybody. It is 5-0 Dodgers over the Giants.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
Welcome back, everybody. Togo still on the hill here for the Giants at 75 pitches, ready to face Shohei Ohtani. And the first pitch is a fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. And the count is quickly 0-1. That is one thing that the Japanese management does not shy away from, and that is letting their pitchers pitch. And I know in this exhibition game here, I wouldn't be surprised that he gets up to about 85, maybe 90 pitches. If it was a little bit later, I wouldn't have batted an eye that Togo could go over 100. We've seen him a number of times go 100 and 120 pitches in a ball game. As the count is 1-2 strikes here to Ohtani. Right-hander kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on, grounded softly over to second. Fielded in shallow right field by the second baseman Yoshikawa, who throws to first. And Ohtani is going to be retired on a ground out 4-3. So 1 up and 1 away, and that'll bring up the second baseman Tommy Edman. So as it is becoming a little bit more apparent as we go here, it might be one of those ones. Our friend Robo Units Unite, he says, studying for finals and watching right now from Los Angeles. Welcome. We appreciate you, Robo, for jumping in with us. As the first pitch is on the way, it is a split finger pitch swung on and popped up over on the left side of the infield. Moving over underneath it with room to make the catch is the shortstop Katawaki. And Tommy Edman is gone for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 away here for the Dodgers. And that's going to leave it all up to Freddie Freeman. Always appreciate folks who jump into the stream to come in to listen. As we said, if you're here for the first time, hopefully you guys can come on back for another time. Maybe tomorrow or during the season as well. Late night, there's a first pitch breaking ball that Freddie Freeman takes for a strike. You could tell by his body language he didn't like that one. Ball's a 1 strike it is. As the right-hander kicks and delivers, there's a fastball swung on, grounded softly over to first. Okamoto fields it. He's going to take it himself as he steps on the bag. That's going to be a ground out to 3 for the third out of the inning, and that'll do it here for the Dodgers in their half of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left aboard. Might be the end of the night for Togo. We'll have to wait and see. Your score here as we move to the bottom half of inning number 5. It is the Dodgers 5 and the Giants no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit. Appreciate you guys again for hanging in here with us. It is a bit of a run spread, but we'll be back in just a bit. Welcome back, everybody. It is a pitching change here for the Dodgers as the pitching parade is going to continue. It's going to be Alex Vesia who is on in relief. The 28-year-old left-hander is 1-0 on the spring. He has appeared in 5 games. He's worked 4 2/3 innings, striking out 7. And he is going to be entrusted to have to face Trey Cabbage, Takuzo Oshiro, and Rito Nakayama. So Alex Vesia here on in relief. Pitcher number 4 here used by LA tonight in this one. The first pitch delivered is a fastball to Cabbage that is swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. One thing that you see in the Japanese league that they don't shy away from is using left-handers against left-handers or batting left-handers against lefties. As that fastball misses down and away and the count goes to 1-1. So Trey Cabbage is going to get a steady diet of left-handed looks this year. I kind of like that. I wish that they would do that a little bit more in Major League Baseball. Let the lefties face the lefties. As that fastball is swung on and lifted foul into the seats down the third baseline. The count is 1-2. As we said before, just a reminder, if you are on our channel, we've been doing some podcasts. We've got our first 5 up. We'll launch another one later today. The Japan Baseball Report, keep you updated on all the happenings in and around Japanese baseball. Today we'll get one up on the Japanese players, an update of those who are playing in the MLB as that fastball swung on and fouled away and the count remains at 1-2 to Cabbage. 15 players right now in spring training for the Japanese descent. Actually, 16 if you included Jung-Hoo Lee of the Giants, but he was born in Japan, but he is Korean. Breaking ball that is missed upstairs. The count goes to 2-2. Jung-Hoo Lee was born in Nagoya. I believe that was when his dad was with the Dragons. I have to confirm that, but that is what I do understand off the top of my head. So here comes the 2-2 pitch as the lefty kicks and delivers. Another fastball swung on it. Another one fouled away by Cabbage. So Cabbage giving the battle here. So 2-2. Our friend, just Robo Units Unite when he says he's studying for his finals and burning the midnight oil and doing it. Brings back old memories of late night study times. As the pitch is on the way, there is a breaking ball that misses inside. The count now goes full to Cabbage. Giants have only had one base runner tonight. It was the Rito Nakayama double in the 3rd inning, and that has been pretty quiet on the base paths for Yomiuri. They need to get some runners, and they need to get some instant runs here if they want to get back into this one. There's a fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line, and the battle continues with Cabbage. 8 pitches already here in this at-bat. So ready to go again here as the lefty is ready to go. And Vesia ready to deliver. Is he going to win the battle? We're going to find out right here. Payoff pitch on the way. It is a slower breaking ball, waved at and missed. Had Cabbage out in front, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this evening. He's in the books for out number 1, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, Takuzo Oshiro. Well, for Oshiro, he is 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out to end the 2nd inning. Gets the nod as the designated hitter tonight, the catcher for one of the catchers for the Giants. As the lefty Vesia delivers, there is a breaking ball taken for a called strike that drops in at 84 miles an hour. The ball's in 1 strike to Oshiro. Lefty again working to the set position. He kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball missing down, and the count is 1-1. One of our friends who was in the chat earlier tonight, Shotgun Shell, has been listening in. Last couple of years, we've been over in Japan, and we've had an opportunity to catch a number of games and see a lot of different things. But this year, we're changing things up. We're going to get to Taiwan. It'll be Taiwan in the summertime as fastball is popped up into shallow left field, coming over underneath it with plenty of room to make the catch is Conforto. He's going to put Oshiro away for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 gone, and that's going to leave it up to the 3rd baseman, Rito Nakayama. Well, for Nakayama, he is 1-for-1 today. He had that broken bat double down the right field line his first time up. He's got the only hit right now for the Giants. Batting here with 2 gone in the inning. He is 11 for 30 in exhibition play, including tonight. As the pitch is a breaking ball swung on, is grounded over to short. Rojas fields it. He fires across the diamond, and that is going to do it. As Nakayama goes in the books on the ground out, 6-3 for the third out of the inning. That will do it for the Giants here in inning number 5. They go in order again, and that is now 9 in a row retired by Dodger pitching. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left aboard. Your score as we move to the top of the 6th inning, it is the Dodgers 5 and the Giants no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in a little bit with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the heart of the batting order coming to bat here for the Dodgers. It'll be Hernandez, Muncy, and Smith, and Togo will continue here for the Giants as the first pitch fastball misses down and away, and the count is 1-0 to Hernandez. So as we mentioned before, here you are in an exhibition game. The Giants pitcher is already at 81 pitches entering the inning. There's a fastball swung on. It is popped up down the right field line. Giving chase is the right fielder Cabbage, and he's going to be there to make the catch as he enters into foul territory. And one up and one away here, and that'll bring up third baseman Max Muncy. Getting ready for the season. It is a couple of weeks away, and they're extending their pitchers. Togo, as we mentioned before, there were times last year we saw him go 120, 130 pitches in a start. So that is something that is commonplace. So 80 some odd pitches. You're looking at the bullpens in Major League Baseball. The Japanese are just getting warmed up as that ball is grounded foul down the first base line. The count is quickly 0-1 to Muncy. So no balls and one strike. Togo rocking into the windup, and he kicks and fires. There is a fastball that is lifted foul down the left field line, and the count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and two strikes. I didn't get an idea to see who the starters for tomorrow's ball games would be. As rocking into the motion, I do know if for the Giants, they're going to roll out Masahiro Tanaka against the Cubs. Breaking ball misses down. It is now 1-2. The starters for the Dodgers in the Dodgers-Cubs series got to be Yamamoto and Sasaki, as the pitch on the way is a fastball that misses down, and the count goes to 2-2. Cubs are going to send, from what I understand, it'll be Imanaga in the first game and Steele in the second game. As it is 2 balls and 2 strikes, as the Right-hander Togo rocks and delivers. Fastball swung on, grounded over to first. A nice play but there by Okamoto on the backhand side, who fields it and takes it himself. That is going to be a ground out to 3 for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone here, and that'll leave it up to the catcher, Will Smith. Yeah, really nice play there by Okamoto, working the backhand side. I was saying about Okamoto the other night, really well built from the lower half, from the waist down. He is pretty thick. Really, 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 really solid. Big calves, big quads, big hamstrings. As there's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is 1-0 to Smith. He played third base. Has played quite a bit of third base for the Giants. I wonder if that will be a more permanent move if the way that Rito Nakayama continues to hit. It's going to be hard to get him off of the bag at third base as that fastball swung on and fouled away. The count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Togo getting the signs from his catcher Kai, rocking himself into the windup, and he kicks and delivers. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. Now the count goes to 1-2 on Smith. 91 pitches here for the right-hander in inning number 6 as the manager Shota Abe looks on. As again, rocking into the windup is the right-hander, and there is a breaking ball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep left field. This ball is not going to be deep enough as Elier Hernandez on the warning track is going to haul it in. And that is going to do it for Will Smith as the Dodgers go down in order again. That is now 7 in a row retired here by the right-hander Togo. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We are now moving to the bottom half of inning number 6. Your score is the Dodgers 5 and the Giants no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys once again for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just a bit. Welcome back, everybody. We got some defensive changes for the Dodgers as they are clearing their benches out a little bit here. It is going to be Chris Taylor entering the game for Tommy Edman. He's going to take over in the 2 spot. He will play second base. Kiki Hernandez is coming into the game. He replaces Freddie Freeman. He is going to take over at first base. And the other one is, it is going to be James Outman is going into right field. He is going to take over for Teoscar Hernandez. So Outman is in and Hernandez is out. And then lastly, we do have a pitching change, and the pitching change is going to be Kirby Yates is coming in. It'll be our first look at him in a Dodger uniform, and the first pitch is on the way. A fastball delivered to Takuya Kai, taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Yates begins the bottom of the 6th inning, as he was a offseason acquisition by the Dodgers as he swings through looked like a sinker on that last one there, and the count is now 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Our friend Robo Units Unite asked the question in the half inning about, is this a no-hitter, as that pitch is missing down and in, and the count is 1-2, and it was the only hit of the ball game for the Giants has come off the bat of Rito Nakayama to lead off the 3rd inning. It was a double. As the only one so far allowed tonight by the Dodgers. And there is a fastball swung on it. It's chopped softly over to short. Fielding out on the run is Rojas, and he throws on the run. That's going to retire Kai on a ground out 6-3. So one in the books, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Mikado Kadawaki. Robo says Kike, his GOAT. Yeah, Kiki Hernandez is quite the athlete. You watch the way that he was. You have to say, even though he's been with the Dodgers, I got to see him a little bit more with the Red Sox a couple years ago, and very versatile player. Good athlete, athletic. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lined into right field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. It's going to be the second hit of the ball game here for the Giants, as Kadawaki's got himself a one-out single, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Yoshihiro Maru. Last pitch there, I don't know if that was a two-seamer. It looked like Yates. Yates has got an interesting arm action, and he has bounced around a little bit. He has had a decent career, but health has been the issue for Yates. Been with numerous clubs, and I'm just working off the top of my head. As he was with Texas, he was with San Diego, spent time with the Braves organization. He's even with the Blue Jays for 1 year, and I don't even think he pitched an inning in regular season. I think he missed the entire year. Fastball misses outside to Maru, and the count is 1-0. Pitch on the way. It is a fastball misses down. There goes the runner down to second base, and making it easily is Kadawaki. So he has moved himself into scoring position here with one gone. Had an absolutely running jump. Will Smith had zero chance to get him. Kirby Yates really, really slow to the plate. Almost didn't even slide into second base. He was there that quickly. There's a pitch that misses down. It's now 3-0 here to Maru. So 3 balls and no strikes. I was saying at the beginning of this game, first of all, I would be surprised that the 4.5 spread would be in play. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Maru getting the green light at 3-0, swings through the fastball. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Right-hander Yates ready to go again. Checks the runner at second. Holds set. Now delivers. Fastball, another one swung through and missed. And the count is now full to Maru. Back-to-back pitches in the similar location. Pretty good place to hit. It looked like Maru was out in front. Both those pitches were middle away. So 3-2 here as Yates holds set and fires. There's a breaking ball, misses down and in. That's going to be ball 4, and Maru is going to be aboard with a walk. That's going to put runners at first and second. It's going to bring Elier Hernandez to the plate with 1 gone. So 1 out here. Runner at second, Kadawaki. Runner at first, Maru. Hernandez tonight has had a difficult night. He's 0 for 2. He has struck out both times. Batting from the right side here against the right-handed throwing Yates. As the first pitch is on the way, it's a breaking ball missing down, and the count is 1-0. And so, as I was saying earlier, sometimes when you have a bullpen night, all you need is 1 or 2 relievers to go off the rails a little bit. The next thing you know is you got runs on the board. So Hernandez in a good hitting count here ahead. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the third base side. The count now goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Dodgers got all their runs in the third inning on the benefit of 3 home runs. This is the first real threat that the Giants have posed tonight. Pitch on the way. Fastball hammered foul down the right field line, slicing into the seats, and that is going to run the count 1-2 on Hernandez. If the Giants are going to score, this is the time to do it right now. Runners at first and second, only 1 gone. Got to find a way to get a run or 2 in this one here to claw themselves back into it. Pitch from Yates on the way. And that is looks like a split finger pitch that is swung on and missed. That's going to retire Hernandez. I got to tell you that Yates, it's like a sinker. Nope, that was a splitter for sure. And that is going to retire Hernandez. He is gone for the third time tonight on strikes. He's out for the second out. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Naoki Yoshikawa. Our front undrafted player in the house tonight, listening in from France. We welcome you. Yep, the Dodgers. The Cubs played earlier today. They lost to the Hanshin Tigers 3-0. As there is a split finger pitch swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. We mentioned that there was a no-hitter that was taken into I think it was perfect game through 5 and a no-hitter into the 6th in that one. So pretty good performance there by the Hanshin Tiger pitchers. As the right-hander Yates delivers, there's a fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Yoshikawa. We were saying earlier, really like the way that Major League Baseball is playing the exhibition games against the Japanese teams. I'm all in favor of that. I think that's a great thing. It's great for baseball. It's good all the way around. It was Mombetsu who got the start tonight for the Hanshin Tigers, and he got the victory. There's the fastball that misses inside. Mombetsu went 5 innings, struck out 2, walked none. He didn't allow a hit. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Yoshikawa. He was followed up by Nelson Kudo Ishiguro. As there's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. And that's going to get the Giants their first run of the game. And going from first to third will be Maru. And that's going to be an RBI single off the bat of Yoshikawa. And they've cut the lead to 5-1. So an RBI single here off the bat of Yoshikawa. Maru over to third, coming in to score Katawaki with the first run of the game, and that is going to bring Kaz Okamoto to the plate. With ducks on the pond, this is one of the more dangerous hitters in the Giant lineup. And just to finish off with the Tigers, Iwazaki had closed out that ball game. Only allowed 3 hits. Did the Tigers in that one. Here comes the first pitch now to Okamoto. There goes the runner down to second. And again, another stolen base. They're running all over on Kirby Yates. Really, really slow to the plate. So make your mental note. If you get on against Kirby Yates, you got to get off to the races. He had a good solid 3-4 steps before the ball even came out of his hand. So stolen base there by Yoshikawa. That's his first of the spring. And Yates delivers. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and it's now 1-1 to Okamoto. Trey Cabbage waits his turn on deck. 5-1 Dodgers have the lead, bottom of the 6th inning. As the right-hander Yates holds to the set. And there's the pitch that misses down and away, and the count goes to 2-1. Yeah, we'll be back on again tomorrow night. It'll be I believe tomorrow night the late night game is going to be the Cubs and the Giants. But I'll have to do a double take on that. I forget exactly who is coming early and who is going to be late as that pitch is swung on and fouled away into the seats. Count now 2-2 to Okamoto. So whoever the 3 a.m. Pacific or 6 a.m. Eastern game will be tomorrow, we will be on the call for that one. I have to go back and take a peek. The hitting stars were who we thought they would be for the Tigers. Chikamoto had a hit and an RBI in that one for Hanshin. As that pitch misses down, they say Okamoto didn't go and it runs full now. Sato chipped in with a hit and an RBI. Morishita had a hit and a run. So everybody who was expected to hit did their part. And here comes the 3-2 pitch to Okamoto. Fastball swung on. It is popped up over on the right side, moving over towards the stands is the first baseman Hernandez. And Kiki Hernandez makes the catch, and that is going to do it as he runs into the side of the stands, and that will retire Okamoto for the third out of the inning. Well, they get one back, and they threaten for more to the Giants, but they were only able to come away with one here in the 6th inning. They got 1 run in the inning on the benefit of 2 hits. There was no errors, and there were 2 runners left aboard. Your score is we're now through 2/3 of this one complete. It is the Dodgers 5 and the Giants 1. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just a few. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be a pitching change here for the Giants as they are going to their bullpen, and we'll get you caught up on that in just a moment here, as it looks like it is going to be Funa Basama who is coming on in relief, as we will get that taken care of and check out his information as well. We appreciate everybody who has listened tonight. The first 2/3 of the ball game are in the books. And so we are giving you the action here between the Dodgers and the Giants. We're glad you guys could pop in here with us to listen to this one here tonight. We're talking a little bit about who would be the ones here that would be there. We're coming to bat here. We'll get caught up before we get going. It's slated to come to bat is going to be Conforto. This is Hiromasa Funahasama who is coming in. Last season, he worked 51 games for the Giants. He had a record of 4-0 in relief, the 2.37 ERA, so the right-hander on in relief. So Hiromasa Funahasama. Second pitcher used now by the Giants in this one. And Funahasama delivers a first pitch fastball that is swung on and fouled away. Count is quickly 0-1 to Conforto. Conforto tonight got the party started in the third inning for the Dodgers with a leadoff home run. He is 1 for 2. He also struck out tonight. There is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Conforto. Our friend Robo Unite says he'd like to see MLB promote and have exhibition games with Mexican League teams, Puerto Rican teams. As there's a pitch that misses outside and the count goes to 1-2. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think if you really want to grow the game, you're going to have to play other teams, other countries, that sort of stuff. MLB has never really had that approach, at least with Latin America. There was a fastball that misses outside. The count is 2-2. And the reason I say this is because in a lot of cases, there's not a lot of money in Latin America. Not a lot of money in Latin America. And when they go to Japan, there's money in Japan to do a series like this. They're going to get full crowd. People are going to pay a top dollar. As sad as it is, that's what you see. There's a fastball that is swung through and missed. And Conforto goes down on strikes for the second time tonight. He's gone for the first out of the inning. He really has low 3/4, almost sidearm arm action. That was a 2-seamer that ran away from the hitter Conforto there. It brings Miguel Rojas to the plate. And when you think of it, when they're, they just don't promote to Latin America as much. They bring the players in, but the money is just not there. And there's a fastball swung on. Rojas lifts it into left field. Coming in on it with room to make the catch is Hernandez, and that is going to retire Rojas for the second out of the inning. He's gone for out number 2, and it's going to leave it all up to the center fielder, Andy Pages. I'll liken this to the NFL. When you watch the National Football League, they play their games in different marketplaces. Follow the dollar. When the dollar is stronger somewhere else, or where you can get the dollar there, that's when they put games in other places. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-1. So certainly on the European continent, places where they can play their football games. So no balls and 1 strike to Pages. As the right-hander Funamasa delivers a fastball swung on. It's taken on 1 hop by the shortstop Katawaki. He throws to first. The Dodgers go quietly again. It's a ground out 6-3 for the third out of the inning. And that is now 10 batters retired by Giant pitchers. There is no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left aboard. We are moving ourselves to the bottom half of the 7th inning. We appreciate you guys for being here with us. Our friend Justin says, do we expect Togo to get posted by the Giants next year? We'll come back and answer that question in just a couple moments. We appreciate you for listening in. Glad you could be here with us tonight. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We have a pitching change for the Dodgers. We're a little bit back late in the saddle. It's Blake Trinan on in relief. And the first pitch he delivered to Trey Cabbage was a ball, and the second one was fouled away, and the count is 1-1. So 1 strike. Blake Trinan on in relief, the fifth pitcher used tonight by the Dodgers, the sixth pitcher after Kirby Yates. A little slow getting Yates into our book. So Trinan in here in relief. And there is a fastball that swung on as lifted foul way into the seats in the upper deck down the right field line, and the count goes to 1-2 on Cabbage. So an interesting question posed there by our friend in the chat, Justin, wanted to know if Soshi Togo would be posted by Yomiuri next year. Fastball swung on, grounded to the left side of the infield, and that ball had eyes as it got past the sliding third baseman Max Muncy into left field, and Cabbage is aboard with his first hit of the night. So Cabbage is aboard to lead it off. It'll bring Takuzo Oshiro. And that looks like it could be the end of the night for Cabbage. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for him. We'll get that caught up here in a moment. So I honestly don't think Togo will be posted. I think he's going to get the treatment that Tomoyuki Sagano got, where you won't see him posted until he gets to, when he's in his late 20s, early 30s. He is the front man of the Giants as they throw over to first base, and diving back in time is the pinch runner for the Giants. The pinch runner that is in the ball game here, who has entered the fray, is we haven't got the update on that here yet. If you do have some defensive changes, Okoye is now in center field for Maru. Wakibayashi is in left field, so we'll see how that goes. But now is the new right fielder. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. So 1-1 to Oshiro. So I really think he's going to get the Tomoyuki Sagano treatment. Sagano was posted, or not posted. He had international free agency this year. He could go to anywhere, but he was posted a few years ago and ended up re-upping a 4-year deal with the Giants at the time. As that pitch misses down, it's now 2-1. So honestly, I don't see Togo being there, much like Hayato Sakamoto, the longtime shortstop, who is now kind of plays third base and a little bit of this and a little bit of that for the Giants. I just don't see that he is going to be getting the opportunity, or at least will get an opportunity to come across. And the other thing, too, that people have to keep in mind, sometimes the players are quite all right being stars in Japan and playing there. Maybe they don't make as much money, and has been sort of their theme. There's a fastball swung on. It's grounded over to second. The runner was on the move, and that is going to retire Oshiro on a ground out 4-3, but it is going to advance the runner into scoring position. That is Asano, by the way, who is the runner here for Cabbage. As we do get that as a update. And that is going to bring to the plate Rito Nakayama. And the first pitch is a breaking ball taken for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Nakayama had a hit in his first at bat here tonight. He had a double down the right field line. And then he grounded out to short his last time up. And there's a pitch that misses upstairs, and the count goes even to 1-1. 1 strike. So 1 strike to Rito Nakayama as the right-hander holds to the belt, and now he kicks and delivers. There is a fastball misses up. They appeal over to the third base umpire, and they said that Nakayama went around, running the count to 1-2. So 1 strikes. So that being said, I would like to see Togo come to Major League Baseball if I had my own preference. The other player I was saying about the Hiroshima Carp is Masato Morishita. I'd love to see him come as well. There's a fastball swung on and missed. Nakayama's gone on strikes. He's out for the second out of the inning. And that is going to bring up the catcher, or slated to bring up the catcher, Takuya Kai. We'll keep our eye on that if Kai is indeed going to get an opportunity to hit again. And it doesn't look like it. It looks like we're going to have ourselves a pinch hitter for Kai. And the first pitch on the way, it is a fastball that is swung on and missed. The count is quickly 0-1. This is Kishida who is in the game. So Yomiuiri Kishida in to hit for Takuya Kai. So no balls and 1 strike, and the pitch on the way is a fastball swung on, chopped over the head of the pitcher, fielded on the run by Rojas, who throws to first. And Kishida is in the books. It's a ground out 6-3, and that's going to end the inning here as the Giants strand a runner in scoring position. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left to board. We're now through 7 complete in the books. Your score is the Dodgers 5 and the Giants 1. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a bit. Appreciate you for jumping in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Glad you guys can make it in here for this one. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is slated to come to bat. The top of the order for the Dodgers, Otane, Chris Taylor, and Kiki Hernandez here in inning number 8. This will be the first at-bats for Taylor and Hernandez, as well as James Outman, who will be in the 4th spot in the order here. So we'll see how this shapes up here, although looks like we may have somebody to hit for Shohei Otane. And we do have a left-handed reliever. It is Baldonado in the ball game. And it changes all the way around. Offensive, it is Hunter Fiducia in the hit here for Otane. And he takes a first pitch for a called strike. The catcher is Kishida. He remains in the game. There's a breaking ball swung on. It is popped up on the left side. Camping out underneath it, and there to make the catch is the third baseman, Nakayama. And that is going to retire Fiducia. And we have 1 in the books here, and that will bring up the second baseman, Chris Taylor. So clearing the benches now are both of these teams as they're getting the starters out of the game. Shohei Otane done for the night. I'm not so sure I would have been happy about that, as he's the DH. You know, the fans in Japan have come to see him. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Baldonado, a big left-hander here. He's in another season here with the Giants. Kicks and delivers. There's a fastball swung on, grounded over to the right side. Fielded there neatly by the first baseman, Okamoto, who takes it himself. It's going to be a ground out to 3. So 2 up and 2 quickly retired here by Baldonado. That's going to leave it up to the first baseman, Kiki Hernandez. Check that. That is going to leave it up to Kiki here as we have that. I just have to double check, make sure that I've got the players in the right spots here. No, Kiki Hernandez was the one who actually grounded out there. I had Chris Taylor in the spot. That was originally, they said Taylor was in for Edman. Taylor is actually in for Smith, so I have to make an adjustment with that. Now coming up to bat here is Austin Barnes. So Barnes I had hitting for had the other way, had Hernandez hitting for Freeman. Breaking ball, waved that and missed. So quickly in the count in the hole here is Austin Barnes 0-2. And the pitch on the way from Baldonado was a fastball that misses outside. Count is now 1-2 strikes. Makes it frustrating when you have to make all those other changes. Will Smith was the one who was replaced by Chris Taylor. Here's the pitch again. There is a fastball that swung on. It is looped softly into center field. Charging hard is the center fielder, Okoye, but he slides in a... Does he make the catch? I don't think he did. Looked like it was a bit of a trap. He has come into the ballgame for Maru. And that is going to be a base hit here for Austin Barnes. He's aboard with a 2-out single. That retires a streak of 12 in a row set down by Giant pitchers. Good effort there by the center fielder Okoye, but unable to make the play. So that brings to the plate James Outman. This will be his first at bat. And the pitch on the way to Outman is a fastball swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1. I'll check that. It's Chris Taylor. We got changes all over the place. We're looking at the stuff here, and they've got Austin Barnes, and they've got Taylor in different spots. So this is Taylor hitting here. They originally told us it was going to be James Outman. Got to get the preseason stuff out of the books there. There's a ground ball hit over to the shortstop. Fielded nice play there by Katawaki, and that's going to retire Taylor on a ground out 6-3. So I got to get my eraser out and get rid of all these changes that we originally were updated with in a different way. So maybe it is going to be Outman hitting for Smith. Who knows? But Chris Taylor grounds out to end the inning. And just as it is exhibition season, hopefully we can get some of this sorted out here as well. No runs in the inning. There was a hit. There was no errors, and there was one runner left aboard. We are now moving to the bottom of the 8th inning. Slated to come to bat for the Giants, it's Katawaki. And then the top of the order will be, we think, it's going to be Okoye and Wakabayashi, but who knows? Stick around with us. We'll see if that is indeed who comes to bat. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We'll appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this.
Well, you got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole.
Welcome back, everybody. We got a little bit of confusion, as we said in the last half inning. All these substitutions that came into the game were all in the different spots when they came up in the batting order. So we'll have to make those adjustments and see what we have in just a couple moments. We'll be right back after this. Appreciate you guys for dropping in here with us tonight. Welcome back, everybody. The pitching parade is continuing for the Dodgers. It is going to be a left-hander, and that's going to be Tanner Scott coming on in relief, as he is going to be ready to face the 9, 1, and 2 hitters here for the Giants. It is Katawaki to lead it off. Tanner Scott, the 30-year-old, another left-hander coming out of the bullpen, has worked in 6 games and has thrown 6 innings, has struck out 7. and has posted an ERA of 4.5 as he delivers a first pitch fastball that misses down to Katawaki, and the count is quickly 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. There is a plethora of power arms that the Dodgers have as that fastball misses up and in. They peel over to the third base umpire, but they sent Katawaki went around. It looked like he was trying to get out of his way as that 97-mile-an-hour fastball was moving up and in, almost taken off his head. It looked like self-defense more than anything. So here's the 1-1 pitch. There is a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into straightaway center field, moving over underneath it, and there to make the catch is the center fielder of the Dodgers. That would be Andy Pages. So that is 1 away here. That is going to bring up the top of the order. It's Yoshihiro Maru occupied the spot, but now it is going to be Luis Okoye. Came on to pinch run for Maru and had stayed in the ball game. So the right-handed hitting Okoye ready to wait, and the first pitch is a fastball swung on and hammered foul. That last pitch was at 97 miles an hour. This is his first at-bat of the evening. 1 gone here in the 8th as Scott delivers. There's a fastball that catches the outside corner, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Okoye. So no balls and 2 strikes. Scott holds set and delivers. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lined into center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. I have to tell you, that was Andy Pages who makes the play out there in left center, fires it back in. That was way too good a pitch at 0-2 for Okoye. That was a thigh-high fastball middle in, and then he was able to keep the hands inside and line into center field for a base hit. Nice job, good piece of hitting there by Okoye. It's going to bring Wakabayashi to the plate. This is his first at bat, and he swings through a fastball, and the count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Lefty Scott holding to the set, kicks and fires. There's a breaking ball waved at and missed. The count now goes to 0-2. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the Giants. Most of the Giants' hits have now started to come here in the latter part of the ballgame in the 6th inning and beyond. They only had 1 hit through the first 5. As that breaking ball misses down and the count goes to 1-2. As we were talking about the score in this one here, the over and the under earlier on was 4.5, as pointed out by some of our listeners. And right now it's at the under. And there's a breaking ball that's down. They appeal over to the first base umpire, and they said that Wakabayashi had gone around. He is down on strikes. He's out for the second out of the inning. And that is scheduled to bring up Naoki Yoshikawa, but it is going to be Yuta Izuguchi who is coming in to replace him. So that is going to be the end of the night for Yoshikawa. So Izuguchi on the first pitch. He swings and fouls it away down the left field line, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Izuguchi. I don't remember seeing Izuguchi play some different faces in the lineup, certainly off the bench. There's a fastball that misses down. The count is 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lefty ready to deliver again. He kicks and he throws over to first base, and getting back in time safely is Okoye. It's the bottom of the 8th inning. 5-1, the Dodgers have the lead. It was all the scoring for Los Angeles came in the 3rd inning with 3 home runs off the bat of Conforto, Ohtani, and Teoscar Hernandez. As there's a fastball that misses up. That's going to run the count now to 2-1 on Izuguchi. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Another one swung on and lifted foul into the seats. Count goes to 2-2 on Izuguchi. Zaguchi batting from the left side here against the left-handed throwing Scott. Welcome to the ball game. They have the lefty to come in to face the lefty. There's a breaking ball missing down and away. Count now goes to 3-2. So full count here. Runner at first and 1 and 2 gone here in the inning. So the runner will be on the move here with the pitch. Scott checks the runner at first. Now he kicks and he fires. There goes the runner. It's grounded softly back to the pitcher. Scott fields it and he throws it to first on the run, and that is going to retire Izaguchi. It's a ground out 1-3 to end the inning, and that will do it here for the Giants in their half of inning number 8. There was no runs in the inning. There was a hit, no errors, and there was a runner left aboard. Your score as we move to the top of the 9th inning, it is the Los Angeles Dodgers 5 and the Yomiuri Giants 1. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you for those who've joined us tonight. And for those who've stuck around, we appreciate you guys as well. We'll be right back in just a couple moments, right after this.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be Kenshin Hoda who is going to be coming on in relief. He'll replace Alberto Baldonado as he is going to be slated to face, coming to bat, it'll be supposed to be Max Muncy to lead it off, and then it'll be James Outman and Michael Conforto, and that is what we're hoping it's going to be because that's what they are saying in the lineup. There was some confusion in the last inning because the substitutions where they were a little bit different spots. So it is going to be Muncy, Outman, and Conforto here. And the first pitch is a fastball that just misses outside. Count is 1-0. So Kenshin Hoda on in relief, the right-hander, rocking himself into the windup, and he kicks and delivers. There's a fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. Count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. Right-hander delivers again, and there's a fastball that misses down. Count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. There's a fastball swung on. It is lifted into straightaway center field. Moving back, and underneath it is Okoye with plenty of room. He makes the grab, and that is going to retire Max Muncy for the 4th time tonight. He is retired. He's gone for the first out of the inning, and it's going to bring James Outman to the plate. I don't know if Outman is a name that you ever want to have. I don't know if that would be a name that I would be looking for. It'll be the Giants and the Cubs tomorrow night that we'll call late night. We won't be on for the Dodgers and the Tigers, unfortunately. Looks like Blake Snell is getting the start for the Dodgers tomorrow. There's a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. The count is quickly 0-1 to Outman. See what the major league teams are doing. They used bullpen a day in the first one. They probably are going to be starting the regular ones outside of that. We're looking at the other ones for tomorrow night. If I know correctly, it's to be determined for the Hanshin Tigers, so not sure who's getting the start for them yet. As the pitch is on the way, there is a breaking ball that is waved at and missed, and that is going to do it. As Outman goes down on strikes, he's gone for the second out of the inning. Brings up Michael Conforto to the plate. And as I look at the other announcement, trying to pick up to see who the other starter will be, as there's a pitch that misses down, and it is, they appeal over to the first base umpire, but they say that he didn't go. As we mentioned earlier, the Giants are going to send Masahiro Tanaka to the mound to face the Cubs. I haven't seen who the Cubs were going to be. Well, it looks like Jameson Taillon is going to get the start for the Cubbies. There's a ground ball hit back to the pitcher, fielded by Hoda. He throws to first. That's an easy 1-2-3 inning. Ground out 1-3 to end the inning. 3 up and 3 away here as the Dodgers go quietly in their half of the ninth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more. The bottom of the ninth is just around the corner. It is slated to be Okamoto, Asano, and Oshiro to come to bat. We'll see if that is the case when we return. Bottom of the ninth, just around the corner. Appreciate you guys for listening in on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom half of inning number 9, as it is going to be a 5-1 lead right now for the Dodgers over the Yomiuri Giants. We have a pitching change. It is going to be Jack Dreyer coming in to pitch. He is going to be yet another in the pitching parade here used tonight by the Dodgers. And so Dreyer is coming in. I believe it's Dreyer. It could be Dreyer, although I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to do a enunciation check on this one after the game. But yet another left-hander brought in here by the Dodgers as he delivers a first pitch fastball taken at the knees for a count of 0-1 here to Okamoto. Okamoto 0 for 3 tonight. He has flown to right, flown to left, and popped to first. As that pitch is a breaking ball waved at and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2. It'll be the youngster Asano who will follow him here, and then the designated hitter Oshiro to follow, as the Giants are running out of outs here in the 9th inning. Pitch on the way. It is a breaking ball that misses down, but the home plate umpire said Okamoto went around. He couldn't hold up, and that is going to do it. He's in the books for out number 1, so 3 pitches and 1 away here. And that'll bring up the right fielder Asano. Asano's first at bat tonight. He came on as a replacement for Trey Cabbage as a pinch runner in the 7th inning. He was stranded at second base, and the first pitch to him is a fastball taken for a called strike. I remember seeing Asano a couple of years ago. I saw Asano for the first time. He was a rookie in the 2023 season, fresh out of high school. And last year, I saw him hit a home run against the Occult Swallows. The ball got out in a big-time hurry at the Jingu Stadium as that breaking ball is waved at and missed. Count is 0-2. So he's just a youngster. As we said, fresh out of high school a couple years ago. So there was a buzz about him. He's not a big guy. He's a little fella, but he's stocky. There's a breaking ball missing down. Count goes to 1-2 on Asano. Kind of your typical Japanese type outfielder. Stocky, low to the ground. Decent physical size. Like he's pretty put together for his height as he fouls that one away. And the count is 1-2. So Dodgers looking to close this one out as they have a 5-1 lead in the bottom of the ninth. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Asano. There's one gone here. As the lefty holds himself to the set position, here comes the pitch. And it's a fastball swung on, chopped softly over to third, fielded on the run by Muncy. He has to hurry, and he's going to do it. That was a nice defensive play there. Muncy showing some athleticism. I didn't expect to see that from him. But boy, that looked pretty good. He is a ground out 5-3 for the second out of the inning, and now they're down to their final out are the Giants. That's going to bring Takuzo Oshiro to the plate, who has got the start as the designated hitter in this one. We'll have to double check, make sure it isn't that. It's going to be Yuto Akihiro, actually, the big fella coming in. And the first pitch to Akihiro is swung on and missed. Count is quickly 0-1. Yuto Akihiro, if you've never seen him before, he is one big man. He is 6'7". And he's, based on what I can see in the Japanese media, he's in a Shota Abe's doghouse right now. As that breaking ball is swung on and missed. Kind of basically called him out. So this is kind of like moving year for him. He's got to get something going, or might be getting going out of Yomiuri. And there's a fastball that swung on and missed. Easy work there by the left-hander Dyer, and that is going to do it here as the Dodgers are going to win the first exhibition game here against the Yomiuri Giants. We'll come back and wrap it up, but in the inning here, there was no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. The Giants go quietly in their half of the ninth inning. Your final score is the Dodgers 5 and the Giants 1. We'll be right back in just a couple of moments. We appreciate you guys for ducking in with us tonight. Our friend Robo Units Unite says, nice job getting the commentary. We really appreciate it, and we're glad that you could join us for this one here. Hopefully you'll join us again tomorrow night, same time, late night. Unfortunately for Dodger fans, it'll be the Cubs that we'll be covering and the Yomiuri Giants. Can't do the early one. But then don't forget, we're going to be doing all the NPB action later on as well. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple of moments. We'll wrap this one up for you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to wrap this one up for you here as the final was 5-1 for the Dodgers. All the scoring came in the third inning for Los Angeles as they put on a laser show in the inning. It was Michael Conforto leading it off with a solo shot to right field to get things going for the Dodgers. He made it 1-0. Miguel Rojas was then hit by a pitch. And then Andy Pages stepped up and hit a double to bring home Rojas with the second run of the inning, and that increased the scoreline to 2-0. Then it was Shohei Ohtani stepping up and doubling the lead as he had a 2-run shot deposited into the right field seats that made the scoreline 4-0. After Tommy Edmonds had singled and was erased, caught stealing, then it was a strikeout by Freddie Freeman, and up stepped Teoscar Hernandez with 2 outs, and he hit the third home run of the inning for the Dodgers to give them a 5-0 lead. And that's pretty much all they needed. The Giants did respond in their half of the sixth inning with 1 out. It was a single by Makoto Kanawaki. And after a walk to Yoshihiro Maru with 2 out, up stepped Naoki Yoshikawa, and he singled home the runner Katawaki to cut the scoreline to 5-1, and that is how this game ended. The Dodgers used a whole pile of guys in relief. It was a bullpen day for them as they were able to run their entire unit out there, and they made themselves work for them here tonight. Soshi Togo will take the loss in this one for the Giants as he went 6 innings, but it was that 5th inning and the 5 runs that did all the damage here for him. Well, everybody, once again, we appreciate you guys for listening in on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. As we mentioned earlier, we will be back on the airwaves again tomorrow night. It'll be 3 a.m. Pacific, 6 a.m. Eastern, as we will do the game between the Cubs and the Giants. It is Jameson Taillon will take to the hill for the Cubs in that one. And we understand it's going to be Masahiro Tanaka, the former New York Yankee, taking to the hill for the Yomiuri Giants. So the veteran right-hander will face the Cubs as well in this one here. So Cubs and Giants for us. If you are looking for the Dodgers earlier on in the evening, the Dodgers will be playing the Hanshin Tigers. A reminder, the Hanshin Tigers knocked off the Chicago Cubs 3-0 earlier today. A fantastic pitching performance from the Tigers as well. But it'll be Blake Snell taking to the hill for the Dodgers. That goes off at 11 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Pacific. The pitcher for the Tigers at this point is to be determined. We're not sure who that is, and we'll find that out later as we do check in. Once again, everybody, have a great night. We appreciate you guys once again for listening to the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Look forward to seeing you again in the future. Have a great night, everybody.